Yo, 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 this is your boy Paul Blank in the building. So, this is episode 3? So, episode 3 of the Fire Fist chapter of the Way of the 60 card Fire Fist. So, I will be displaying all the level 3s in Fire Fist, except for Wulf. Wulf will be included in a bonus episode along with Rhino and Coyote. So, we got a lot of level 3s in here. So let's talk about the relevant one first. Well, not relevant one, but the ones that most players actually use besides the other two that I put in my hand. So, Leopard. Leopard is your lone fire blossom of Fire Fist. Leopard can tag anyone, can tag any formation onto the field, but including that by itself, Leopard can tribute any other Fire Fist. So remember that. So if you tribute off Leopard, right, by his own effect, by himself, your opponent cannot. Well, let me put it like this. Let me reword that. If there's a skill drain on the board, right, you can use Leopard's effect under skill drain because it's not on the field no more, and skill drain only negates the monsters that's actually on the field, but the effect is still on the field. So, so the only way for you to punish Leopard is that they have to punish Leopard by Valor or by Breakthrough Skill. Those are the only ways you can punish Valor on Summon. By anything else, if he tributes another Fire Fist monster, yes, you could punish Leopard by Finish Chain, Leopard, Breakthrough Skill, and Skill Drain with stop his effects too as well. But then again, Leopard also, but then again, you can make unblockable setups with Leopard. So, for example, right, Raven, which is another card that also tours around my Fire Fist deck. I'll explain his effect. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. Period. Fire Formation spells and spells / trap cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So, Leopard is pretty much the Sangan of Fire Fist. You can use Raven is the Sangan of Fire Fist. It wasn't about it. You can abuse Raven so many times in this deck, it's not even funny. But the main two cards that I abuse Raven with is these two cards. Transmodify, Circle of the Fire Kings, and also you can use Bear to pop Raven by himself and you'll still get the effect, but you know that's crazy. And then also to Buffalo. These are the cards that you use to, well, also to when you tribute Raven in this deck or Swallow, that's also a double plus. So these are all the cards right here that you use to abuse Raven. So let's put out how Raven is go Swallow. So you tribute Raven with Swallow. You first off you get Swallow's effect and then you get Raven's effect. So Raven would be chain link 1, Swallow would be chain link 2. Put his ass back to the deck. He did his job already from last episode. Bear. You use Bear's effect to pop Raven by himself. I did this many times when I just needed a formation for Saito, and yeah, that's why. So, Bear, take your ass back to that. Transmodify. Transmodify with Raven is pretty much a automatic plus. You get a Dragon to the field, and you get a Tanky on top of that, and you just pretty much just abuse your opponent from there. But you know, that's besides the point. Later on in the saga, I will have turn 1 plays, and I will have turn 2 plays for Fire Fist. Circle of the Fire Kings, Raven has been a good tutor, not good tutor, but a good fodder for the Circle of the Fire Kings plays because you get a plus on top of that. So take your ass with that. Now, if you guys haven't seen the match I had with Emco 40 where I did Tiger King and bring out Double Raven, and I used Buffalo's effect to eat both the Ravens so that I could get Double Raven's effect on top of Buffalo being on the field. That is why Raven Buffalo is also a powerful play too as well. So let's take his ass back to that. Now, next one, Hawk. Hawk is, if this card is destroyed, if this card in its opponent, man, fuck that shit. We hate Kunami, right? If this card is in your position being destroyed, period. I mean, like in your possession, so in your hand, including in your hand, you will get the ability to set a 5 formation spell card directly from your deck. And while you control a fire formation spell slot shop card, all 5 of his monsters gain 500 attack and defense. So I mean, not only they get chest, but they get axe too. So, pretty much Hawk has proven a lot of things in this deck. And before, when I took him out of the deck, I felt less muscle. Hawk is another person, or not another person, but another monster. When Rooster is down, you bring out Hawk, and you'll just overpower your opponent's monster. I can't tell you many times when I won games because of Hawk just gave me that extra 500 for each monster, just killing my opponent immediately. So, enough of Hawk. Now another one, Rooster. Rooster is pretty much he's just a powerhouse. When he is pushed on by a fire fist monster, you can add 1 fire fist monster from your deck to your hand. Any fire fist monster, any mini coyote, swallow, anyone can be added. And once per turn, you can swap a formation. Let me put it like this. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up formation spell slot shop card you control to the graveyard to set another formation that is spell slot shop card directly from your deck. Meaning swapping your formations. So, like this. So, imagine if I go Tetsu's effect. Alright, imagine where I have a Tetsu, I'm like, alright, so I need to make a desperate spirit play. So Tetsu's effect out Rooster. Use Rooster's effect to Rooster out, Tanky. Tanky gets Spirit. Spirit Synchro for Horse Prince. Basic swap plays. But then again, so when I get to the combo version of the Fire Fist, you guys will see why Rooster's swapping is very dangerous, where it could just cause immediate OTKs. So now the last level 3. This level 3 is very important. Spirit cannot be used as a single material monster except for a single summon of a beast warrior monster. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 3 fire monster with 200 or less in your graveyard, with 200 or less defense in your graveyard, spirit summon that target in face-up defense position. If you do, you can only attack with beast warrior monsters for the rest of the turn. And you can only use the effect of Brother of the Fire Fist Spirit once per turn. So, Spirit is a power card. There's a reason why this card went to 1. Because back in the day, you have players who will just go, oh, okay, Leopard, Spirit, Synchro, Horseman, Rooster, add Spirit, do it again, Rooster, yeah, just completely not fair. Now, you have 2 ways to use Spirit. You use Spirit on turn 1, or you use Spirit in turn 2, where you have an extra normal summon to potentially kill your opponent. But then when you do a turn 1 Spirit, you're doing it where you're getting advantage on your opponent early game. But there is another way where you could use turn 2 Spirit and get your Spirit back, which I will show you in the combo version, the combo episode. So right here, ladies and gentlemen. So you learned about Leopard, you learned about Raven, you learned about Hawk, and you learned about Rooster, and you learned about Spirit all in one episode. So in the next episode, I will have the combos. So, but then again, I did forget about another monster. I forget about 2 monsters in this deck. So I will quickly explain those 2 monsters immediately. So, Caribou, they look the same. That's what all players say. Is that right? So we have Boar and Caribou. These 2 are like the brothers that just cause so much trouble for the opponent. It's not even funny. So Caribou says during the end phase, if this card is destroyed, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by a card effect and sent there this turn, you can source summon 1 level 4 Fire Fist monster directly from your deck, except for Brother of the Fire Fist Caribou. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon of a Fire Fist monster, you can set 1 fire formation spell card directly from your deck. Boar. This card cannot be used as a single material monster except for a synchro summon of a fire monster. when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can disperse them one level 4 Fire Fist monster directly from your deck, except for Brother of the Fire Fist board. Once per turn, when a Fire Fist monster is special summoned from your extra deck, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. So, let's talk about boar and caribou. These two are dangerous. So, let's talk about caribou. How can you make use of caribou's effect? Well, you do it this way. You do bear, you know, kill a caribou and you get the effect, or you use Circle of the Fire Kings where you'll get the effect of caribou in the end phase and immediately just trick your opponent. Now you can do this during your opponent's turn, just to fool your opponent. Also too as well, and caribou has all that ass in the world. Now let's talk about board. Board allows you to set up for Crimson Blader plays, Cameron plays, and a Horseman's play, which I will show you in the Forbidden episode, and also too Black Rose Dragon. That is why Black Rose Dragon is in my deck, because you can go boar and Raven to synchro for a Black Rose. So take note of that when I do, you know, when I do like episodes and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. In the next episode, I will get into all the combos of Fire Fist, all the combos. And I mean, there is one monster I did leave out, which was Wulf Caribou, but everyone knows what Wulf Caribou does. But not everyone knows how to combo with Wulf Caribou like me, because you know, then again, I'm the only one who combos like crazy with Wulf Caribou. And then you know, everyone knows about gyokkou running through. As well, activate this card by targeting one set spell / trap card your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot activate this card, the targeted card, in response to this card's activation. While this card is visible on the field, that set card cannot be activated. So remember, if you want to escape a gyokkou play, you have to chain a card. You have to chain a different card, and then you can chain the card that was being targeted by gyokkou to activate that card. If that makes sense. So let's do it. Let's do it in, you know, in sequence. So I have gyokkou, and I have Vanity's Emptiness with a Phoenix Chain. And my opponent goes, "Oh, I'm gonna gyokkou your Phoenix Chain," and you see your opponent have a monster that's very troublesome. So you go activate Vanity's Emptiness, chain Phoenix Chain. Capiche? So that's all the stuff I can teach you guys for today. Combos will be tomorrow, and trust me, there's a lot of them. I hope you guys are ready for them, because I know the combos is where everyone wanted to learn.